DJ, where's my lunchbox? Fred, I know you stole it. If you're listening to me, Fred, I'm really disappointed in you. Coming into the studio, stealing my... Oh shit, I'm on the air. What's up, guys? It's DJ Chicken Nuggets back in the house again. Yeah, it was absurdly loud, but that's just my mating call. So, we're going to talk about the current line of TCG exclusives and how basically how they've revisited the Noble Knight archetype gives me hope for the previous archetypes. Now, I know you're probably thinking to yourself, well, Robbie, we shouldn't be following patterns in the TCG or making assumptions based on the potential of patterns. Well, that's where you're wrong, duelist. Because of these potential patterns, it makes me happy. I get to wake up in the morning and go, someday Ultra Athletes will get more support. You know, I know there are a lot of fans out there of the FA archetype, but you know what? I don't care. Ultra Athletes, UA, is where that shit was at. Well, first off, I do gotta say, thank you, Konami, for making new Noble Knight support. Even though one of the cards was good, we're still getting more in Soul Hunter in November. Or October, whenever the hell the set actually releases, which is actually, I'll take it. You know, no real major complaints from me, obviously, but here's the thing at the end of the day, alright? More Noble Knight support is still better than existing Noble Knight support. Always adding a little bit more into the fire is always definitely better than none. So I do have to say, more is usually a pretty good thing. And, you know, someday you'll listen to my commentary and understand that we need a spell card that special summons a Noble Knight from the deck and equips it with an appropriate Noble Knight card. But until that point comes, I'm still going to keep on keeping on. So anyway, Konami revisiting Noble Knights gives all of the other archetypes, you know, Burning Abyss, you know, Kaijus, UA, even Vendread in the more recent stuff, I guess even Spirals, the chance to get more support. I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, oh, great. More fucking Burning Abyss. Well, sorry. The OCG was the one that made Cherubini and Beatrice, not us. But Ultra Athlete, we were always just 1 or 2 cards short from having the deck be playable, even within its own time. So here's the thing. Noble Knights are still 1 card short. Isn't that a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh single from the McDonald's fucking CDs back in the day, by the way? Just 1 card short. With like 1 day late. But, God, that was I love that fucking song. But, we were always, a lot of these archetypes feel fucking like super 1 card short, actually. I don't know if it's just like, they have allotted slots to produce these sets. We understand that. And then Konami produces these things. You know, there was the rare occurrence that Double Helix was made by the OCG, and it just so happened that Double Helix basically bridged the gap together between the whole archetype. And then you've got rare cases where the archetypes are just very incomplete, like Noble Knights. You know, Burning Abyss, the gap was bridged with Beatrice being produced. You know, I mean, the deck was far good before that happened, but Beatrice definitely put the deck over the edge. And then, you know, they made Cherubini, which pushed it even further over the abyss. I mean, over the edge. So, there is that. But the way that it's looking right now, if Konami honestly does 1 TCG new exclusive archetype every year, and does more support for another archetype, even if they just do it in 2 blocks, like, I would support just more Noble Knight support in the next set, and then you, like, after that, you, like, visit UA. You know, Burning Abyss doesn't need more cards, personally, but, you know, you can just go to UA and give them some more support for 2 sets, and then just go back and buff every of the archetypes over the next 2 years with, you know, new cards over X set. And I think we could have something here, Konami. I think we could have a very beautiful relationship with your player base. You know, the way that, like, they've started Spirals off as well. Like, look at all the cards in the way that they are. We don't really have a lot of core backstory going for them. I mean, having, like, youthful Spiral something, or, like, an older Spiral, like, we've only kind of just, like, seen a little bit of the evolution of Spirals and, like, the way that their lore works. You know, same thing with, I think, even Ultra Athletes. I mean, you kind of started touching on a little bit of what's going on there. You know, you gave us penalty box and a few other things, but like, there's still much more you can expand on. You know, so many other like sports that you could go into, and for some reason, you know, we've only done the ones that we've done so far. So the way that they've done these archetypes, they're very open-ended. I think this was kind of their intent, to kind of revisit them later. I don't know why they took so damn long for this, but producing the few clusters of cards that we're getting per set, like, it hasn't been enough to really do anything, and it's so disappointing. Like, this feeling of incompleteness. Maybe it's just the longing for somebody to love me that has, you know, led me to this abysmal abyss that I feel when I look at Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes and go, huh, if only we had one more card, this deck would be playable and wouldn't be tier 3 garbage. Or as Farfa would call it, table 500, the golden edition. Will Thunder Dragons win this shitty event? Find out tonight on Farfa table 500. God, if I had to give Farfa a segment on my radio channel, that'd be perfect. You get fucking DJ Chicken Nugget, and then you got Farfa Burning Abyss, table 500. Be great commentary. But, so, let's recap here. Well, we don't have to recap. Let's talk about Danger now. So Danger is the first archetype that we have had in so long that has had good secret rares. You guys remember when Dante was secret rare? You remember the, I remember the outcry. This is bullshit! This card is so broken, why would Konami make that a secret rare? There were so many people rioting on, like, the forums on the internet. They're like, I can't believe this fucking TCG exclusive garbage. Fucking Card Trooper in fucking monster form. This isn't gonna be good. And then Burning Abyss ends up just being broken out of the support out of the gate. Good fucking times. And then they released Malakota, and we were confused by life, by what was going on there. The inevitable fact is, no matter what support Konami ends up making for these archetypes, let's be real here, some of it's gonna suck. Like, look at some of the missions for Spirals. Look at Malakota. There's probably the one guy in my comment section who'll be like, well, Malakota's good. You keep telling yourself that, bud. Whatever you say. Maybe Malakota will be good someday. He's just kind of like, I don't know, there's always just like that, once again, that missing link. Like, if they gave Burning Abyss, so, like, if this card's sent to the graveyard to add a ritual monster or a ritual spell card from your deck to your hand, we might be getting somewhere. You know, or remove it from the graveyard when you perform a ritual summon. Now, there's a couple things that the TCG could give to Burning Abyss to kind of, once again, fill that gap. It's almost like there's been a bunch of potentially hold archetypes that Konami was like, oh, we can come back and revisit this. You know, we had a couple of designs for that set, you know. Let's try it. Let's come back. And then Noble Knights can't even get the one card that they need. Maybe. Will Noble Knights be good by the year 2019? God, that'd be a video I'd love to make. Noble Knights Tier 1 in 2019. I can't believe this deck beat Sky Strikers after Sky Strikers, like, brutally neutered. There you go, Mega Capital G. I gave you your title for your next video, buddy. The Wonderful Adventures of Noble Knights. Holy shit, this deck is Tier 1 now. I can't believe it. Clickbait. Man, I just want new support for the old TCG archetypes. Like, you designed these cards, you made us get them, you made us believe in you, and you've left a hole in my heart. And that loneliness is only getting bigger, by the way. Just saying. But for the most part, given with current trends and the way that Konami's doing these things, if they continue to revisit these archetypes, we'll get support. But there's still the big boy elephant in the room of Danger being a Tier 1 deck, or massively flopping. By the way, if that deck flops, like, I'm going to absolutely be shocked. You know, the deck's got a lot going for it right out of the gate. They could just disappoint me and just produce shit for the next 8 cards. But self-replacement, draw power, you know, it's got everything that it needs to be a Tier 1 archetype. We got to see how it goes, because there's still a lot of problems in the TCG. Goki. But we'll get there. Sky Strikes. God, it's almost like my cough just spewing out Konami problems. Well, that's it for DJ Chicken Nugget on this faithful ride home. I just want to say, I hate taking my friend to work, but, you know, we make use of the time that we have on the road with you guys. And remember, it's the faithful duelists like you out there that hopefully Noble Knights will be tier 1 someday. All right, deuces out!